Hi, friends. It's Jenny. And as you can see, I'm by myself. This is really weird. I'm never on here just by myself unless sometimes I'm starting. Becky's running a little bit late and then, she comes, but she's not feeling great, guys. She had a rough week and it culminated in the last I talked to her sound like the beginnings of a migraine, and we didn't want to cancel. And so I decided I would just try this by myself. So I feel a little bit like Becky did when she did her first late night beading, like, oh no, is anybody going to show up? But I already have friends here and I'm really happy to see that. I've got the chat is going to be on stage for any of you who are watching on replay, but you won't have seen the messages that were before we went live. And so I'm going to go and say hi to people. And as I do, I'm going to pop up some of those earlier messages from before I hit the go live button. And that way, if Becky is feeling up to it and watches this on replay, she can see all of the wonderful love that you guys are sending. So our very first comment in chat is from Maggie, who was definitely sending some well wishes to Becky. And so, hi, Maggie. And hello to Renee. I love that you also say happy Friday, because Hot Cocoa Hubby and I have been saying that for years, like decades. And so it's a thing in our house too. And also some love for Becky. And then I've got a hello to Denise, who is needing some love and healing prayers of her own. She was in a car accident. Hi, Denise. I'm glad you're here. That is a terrible thing to go through, and I'm very sorry for that, but I am glad that you are able to watch now. Maybe we kind of will help, or I, since it's just me tonight, will be able to kind of help you, keep you company while you're going through rehab. So I know that can be a long process. She also mentions a little bit later that they also discovered she has some kidney stones, so she's going to have surgery to remove that on Tuesday. So just everything all at once for Denise. Give her some love. And then hi to Monica. Hi, Monica. And some more well wishes for Becky. Missing her infectious smile tonight. I don't have the same smile as my sister. We sometimes have similar smiles, but we're different people. So I will do my best. I will do my best. But yes, I already miss her. So hello to Leanna and to Dana. Let's see. Hellos and loves back and forth for all of you. Here's another one. Hi to Linda and feel better soon, Becky. And then I'm to the part of the comments now that would have been playing on the side, but I might still pop them up anyway. Some of that extra love for Becky. But hi to Jennifer and Joe, and also to Zandra and Rosanna, and of course my mama. Hello to Shawnette. Here's some more love for Becky. Some love from Dana for Becky. Hi, Lori. Some love for Becky. And also from Lori. I love that so much. Hello, Danielle. And some more love for Becky. All the well wishes. Hello to Dorothy and Cheryl and Kimberly. Some healing prayers being sent to Denise as well. Thank you for that. Several in the comments have also done that as well. Hi to Gina and Laura. Let's see. Some well wishes from our mom to Becky too. Some more thoughts for Becky. Hello to Jackie. I hope she feels better soon too. I'm here to help though. It's like before I joined the channel, if she was feeling well, there would just not be a stream. There would not be any videos. So I'm glad that I could help her. Hello to Lori, and a thank you from Denise for all the prayers. So I think that gets us caught up with chat. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. I've been thinking about what I want to do tonight, what I want to play with. I know I want to play with some beads and hang out with all of you. I have several things to choose from because I have beads. If I do like a complete stash make, like from my own stash, I'd have to dig around a little bit. So I don't know if that's really a great option for me for tonight. I have a little, this is called a Misfortune Orphan. I won it on the Gemstone Orphanage wheel. And it's a little orphan with her little dress up bag. So it's kind of like a stash challenge thing. This pretty little pink banded agate. It is a very, very soft pink. I think my light washes it out quite a bit, but it's a little bit matte. I know Rosanna would love that. Just kidding. She would hate that. That the pendant is matte. Let's see. What else have I got? Is there anything I've gotten recently that you guys have wanted to see me make stuff with? Let me know. If you have anything that has been like, oh, I really wish I'd see something with that. Otherwise, I'll do this, but I'm going to wait for a little bit, see if y'all have some ideas. We didn't plan to do specific things tonight. We talked about doing the Misfortune Orphans. I am a smarty pants, Rosanna, because I told her that I mentioned that she would particularly hate it that it's the pendant that is matte. I know you. At least that part of you. So I don't know. I'm thinking. So yeah, I do. Rosanna knows I know. I do. I know how she feels about those kinds of things in particular. But the rest of this is really fun. It's like pearls and kind of some 2-color stuff and some silver-lined seed beads. It could be fun. You were going to dress up a gemstone orphanage too? Yes. Always a wrap bracelet. That's always Lori's suggestion. Lori, I did a wrap bracelet last week. I did. I've got it right here. I think. Surely I do. Yes, there it is. Wrap bracelet. It's the one that I did from the Easter Stash Challenge for May, and I had so much fun with that. I could put it on. Why not, right? Until I want to put something else on that wrist. Why not wear it? Jenny's choice. That's hard. I know. Like, you mean I have to make decisions and run the stream? Oh, by the way, because I am solo tonight, the wrap bracelet queen. Oh, Lori, you are too sweet. Too sweet. Thank you, Jackie. This was a new one. I just made it last night and posted it today. This is from the Woodland Fairy box from Sam's Bead Box, like the one from October 2024. I did a blast from the past. It was from before I started making jewelry, and I went shopping in their past boxes. I had some credits in the store, and I was like, I'm going to get that. So I actually posted that today. I like it. It's fun. It's full of leaves. Leaves and fairies. Wait. Oh, hold on. Okay. I don't get a chance to watch everything, so apparently I've missed something. I knew that you were on the road last week, but I did not know about your husband's heart attack. How is Steve? I am so sorry to hear that. How are you? How is he? Hello to Kirsten. Yes, Woodland Fairy, super sweet. Lori loves a blast from the past. It can be really fun to visit a previous box. I'm looking for an update from Rosanna. I'm still playing with chat a little bit, but I am looking. I'm sorry. That is super, super stressful. I'm glad you're here this week. Hopefully I can provide a little bit of a distraction. Oh, that is a really sweet thing to say, Monica. A lot of times, okay, confession time. I have imposter syndrome really bad. I feel like if I wasn't on my sister's channel, I wouldn't be doing anything. And it's encouraging to me when people tell me that they love my tutorials too. It's not just Beki's that they come here for. So I appreciate that so much. We're getting lots of love for Rosanna in the chat. You can see it scrolling. I guess it's going to be over here because my camera flips when you're watching on replay. So hopefully we see an update there. But there's lots of love for Rosanna in chat right now too. Hi to Kim. Good to see you. And to Kaylee. Hey, Kaylee's awake. Yay. Kaylee is Karen. Hi, Karen. I think I said Kaylee to start with because that's what her username is Kaylee K, but that's Karen. I always call her Karen. I don't know why, because I'm by myself. Oh, that's what I was saying. I'm by myself. So patience, please. I am going to be making stuff and running chat. And Beki used to do this all the time. And I don't have the excuse of a needy dog distracting me. So just cut me some slack if I miss something in chat. Okay. Hello to Savannah. Here's some more wonderful love for Beki. Love that. Oh, and then chat is, you can see it right now. I'm not going to pop them up because it's showing on the screen, but getting some love from all of you. And I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. It is encouraging for me to hear it. Like, I have one of those brains that doesn't turn off. And so sometimes I start in like worst case scenario thinking, and I seriously thought I was going to come on and get ready to start this live, and everybody's like disappointed that Beki's not here, and then I just have to go away and cry. And this is the complete opposite of that. So thank you to all of you. You help me in my mental health. Like Lori says, bead therapy. You guys are part of that for me. So I appreciate that a lot. Yay, good. I'm glad that you're happy that I decided to still come hang out because, you know, there have been times when it's just happened that both of us weren't feeling great and we've canceled. And that could have been today, but I was feeling pretty good. So if it had been earlier in the week, then we would have just canceled. I had a rough beginning of the week. That's okay. I'm doing better now. Yeah. Beki's, like, since we were kids, she would get migraines. She doesn't get them all the time, but she does still get them. And it's definitely a week that led to that. So, yeah. Thank you, Linda. Nice to see you here, too. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Danielle, I'm sorry that you had a tough day, but now you can play with your beauty friends. That is what we're here for. And I am super glad that I didn't cancel because this is what you need. It was an option. It was an option. Cheryl, they've kind of looked into that, but I don't know if it is for sure. She's always had them in living in different states and different climates. So I think it's just something that she is susceptible to. They might be triggered by, like, allergies might be one of those triggers, but I know stress can be a really big trigger for her migraines. So, yeah. Did we see an update from Rosanna? I've been looking for it. Maybe that is just her update and she just wants us in the background and hanging out. In that case, we're happy to do that too. Oh, that's fantastic news, Kirsten. I'm glad that you got something that has helped you with the migraines. Yeah. Thank you so much, Gina. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I really hope she feels better too. And I'm so glad that you're all here for me. You're here for me. You're here for Beki. This gets to be a fun night regardless. So, yeah. Since we haven't had any like major, like, oh, Jenny, I really want you to make with that, I'm going to do this Gemstone Orphanage Misfortune Orphan. So I'm going to bring my mat up. Oh, there she is. He is home from the hospital. Okay, so after the heart attack, he is home and he has a new stent. So I wish him a smooth recovery from that. So thank you for the update, Rosanna. I wanted to share that with people because I didn't know. I'm not the only one who didn't know. So, okay, bringing my mat up. And I'm going to do this layout tonight so I can still see you and wave as people come in. And I'm going to pull open my Misfortune Orphan. This was from back in February, the February Stash Challenge. Not tomorrow, but next Saturday, Gemstone Orphanage is going to be doing a double drawing. They're going to have twice as many winners for April and May. And so I'm not sure what they'll be giving away, but this is what they gave away for the February Stash Challenge. I did go ahead and pull out some of the medals just because I haven't tested them yet, but it did come with some little spacers, this really cute toggle clasp that I want to test and see if I can use later. In the meantime, I'll just use some of what I know I can use, and then some mother and son chain where it's kind of a Figaro, but they're these elongated ones. It's just a 1 and 2, the 2 different sizes. So yes, stress and smells can trigger Kirsten's migraines. I think that she'll feel better soon. In the meantime, I'm here. It would help if you could get him to be lazy. Isn't that always the worst? Especially for a man who is used to doing things, who recently retired. There's probably not a whole lot of sway that you have with him. So aside from Rosanna, who I know will hate this because it's matte, of course, she'd probably be looking at this and probably trying to decide how she wanted to polish it. This is really pretty. Look how pretty and soft pink that is. So this is the orphan I'm going to use. And it came with these 2-tone glass beads right here. Let's get out the rest of these. And I'll grab some things from my stash to add to it. It's all like soft and pink and sparkly. We've got these hearts with a little bit of AB on them. And these cubes, kind of some crystal cubes that have some flash. And then some glass pearls. And then these size 8.0 pink silver lined seed beads. And those are just really darling and fun. It is pretty and would be much prettier if it wasn't dusty. That's okay. I'll dress her up. I don't really have, like, I think you can do mineral oil or things like that. I don't know the details on doing that kind of thing, but yeah, it's just subdued. Let's see. Hi, Brandy. It's just me tonight. Becky wasn't feeling well. She's had a rough week, and it led to basically the beginnings of migraine last time I talked to her. So I decided to do this by myself tonight, just to try it out, see if I could do it. So I appreciate all of you being here and hanging out. It is a really cute dress-up bag, Kirsten. Oh, no. Oh no, Kirsten wire wrapped with some wire that bothered. So it probably had some nickel in it you didn't know about, because you have metal allergies like I do, don't you, Kirsten? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I keep my wire to very specific sources that I know are nickel free for me. I'm really glad that I don't have a copper allergy, because that would make it a lot worse. Yes. Here's some more well wishes for Becky from Brandy. It is really soft looking. And there's sometimes matte beads have like a funny texture, like your skin wants to grab onto it. This is still very smooth for matte. Like it doesn't have that kind of it's not as smooth, of course, as polished, but that was in response to Lori. Thank you, Denise. Yeah. Hi to Tina. Yeah, it's just such a really beautiful, soft, it's a sweet pink. And I love that. It's a very sweet pink. So I'm definitely going to play with it. I'm going to get out some additional seed beads. We're going to do some, because these are 8.0s. I'm going to get some 11.0s as well. I'm going to probably do a sparkly ball clasp, because that's super easy for me. And yes, guys, we're going to do a beaded veil. It did come with this really cool looking bell already attached to it. It's got these little flowers on them. But I did just gently pry that apart, so I might use it later after it's been able to be tested, but I wanted to go ahead and be able to make with it tonight. So I did remove the bail that was there. So yeah. Yes. Oh no, Savannah, Wire Haters Club. Wire Haters Anonymous. It's stuck in your finger. Oh no. Yeah, that's one reason why that wire is so dangerous. You don't want it to poke you. It is generally not a very clean wire. So lots of antiseptic. And if you need to, go and have someone officially take a look at it and give you some antibacterial, because those are not good wires. It is the evil wire. Danielle knows. It's the evil wire. Hi, Selena. Maybe not so anonymous. Well, yeah, when I pop it up on the screen, then it's not so anonymous. Sorry, Savannah. Becky makes it very public, as do I too. So it's the Wire Haters Club, I guess. Nothing anonymous about it. Mm-hmm. Yes, you have to be really careful about that wire. We try to warn it. We mention it. It's never the fault of the people who are sending us the bead box. It comes strung that way. So unless they actually like subdivide the strands, then it just comes like that, usually crystal. And speaking of, nope, this is all on the filament. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna add those. I'm gonna add this. I don't know if I want to use some spacers. I might. I'm going to dig. Yeah, keep up those tetanus shots. You are so right, Cheryl. Savannah's going to join the Wire Hater Club. We mention it sometimes, and like Becky will be like, there's going to be someone coming into the comments and saying, Wire Haters Club, Wire Haters Anonymous. She knows. She knows. I have some... I don't know if they're here. Oh, these are nice and bright silver. If I do any metal, I don't want antique silver. I want like a bright silver or like a stardust finish. I've got some stardust spacers somewhere. See if I can find them. That are they just shimmer. And I like the way that they shimmer. So I've got something for light. I know that I have them. It's just whether or not I can find them. Because, y'all, I'm still working on my organization. We do organizing videos of our bead boxes, but like my actual beading space, no, it needs some work. They had some, and I got some more, and then I added them all together. I'm just going to dig for a little bit longer. I know it's noisy. Sorry, guys. Maybe that's... I just would really like to have them as an option. Because I heart them, guys. I might have to do without them because I'm not finding them easily. So I won't use the stardust spacers, but I'm making sure that the things that I pull are these bright silver, or like these are like little rhinestone spacer guys that are just like the clear rhinestones. Those are the clear ones. Yeah. Just to add some bling, some shine and sparkle. Yes. Oh, Zandra. Hey. Okay, sorry. I am... Here we go. Card carrying member, Savannah. And then Zandra. Thank you. I'm glad that you love my beaded bails. I actually do them a lot on our channel, enough that I made a playlist. So if you want to watch more beaded bails, you can. I'm going to be making one tonight as well. So, yes, I actually do have several tutorials because it is one of my go-to design solutions, especially with a front drilled pendant like this one. So, yes, I will be demonstrating it tonight too. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Danielle. Now, Danielle is in Canada, if I remember correctly. So you always get yours late anyway, but you're still waiting, and they're going to be doing the sneak peek next week for the next month. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Kirsten likes the swoop on the stone. It'd be fun to try to pick that up in the design somehow. I'll think about that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and spill out some beads. I don't know if I have. Now you got me thinking. Hold on. I have some. It wouldn't work for a necklace. But I have some pink. These guys. Kirsten, you might recognize these. I have these. They're that swoopy shape. Oh, they are just a one hole though. I was thinking they were two hole. Maybe I incorporate those in the necklace. Does that fit the swoop that we're looking for? Yeah, there were some metal spacers as well that were like two hole spacers. I think that's one of the things I was thinking of, but we've got these are just a really soft pink. Like this. Hi, Anna. And hello, Carly. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use these somewhere in my design too to lean into some of the swoopy pattern that we have here. The first thing I'm going to do is decide what beading wire I'm going to use. And I think for this, I'm going to do the 925 sterling silver because it almost has like a pearl-like sheen to it. You're not going to see it very much except where I clasp, but I do have a lot of clear beads that this would be really lovely through. It'll even glint through some of these clear beads because it's got that shine to it. So I think that this is what I'm going to use for my necklace. So I'm going to make a necklace for sure. And we'll see after that if I want to make some earrings or other things to go with it. Just trying to decide what elements I want to use. But first thing is figuring out, yeah, I like that one. These beads are perfect. This is a great choice for the wire. The only thing is it is a 19 strand, so it kinks a little bit more. That means if I need to back out my beaded bail, it's going to remember what I did the first time. If I use 49 strand beading wire, you have less of a problem with that if you need to adjust your beaded bail. So I do want to point that out. I'm going to make sure I have plenty of room to go ahead and use this, but I am going to do this. And then I'm going to need to figure out what I'm going to use for a top bead. Just figuring out. The bail itself is going to take about 2 to at least 2 up to 4 inches because you're doubling that wire back through quite a bit. So I always cut off usually more than I need to create my design and then just use that scrap elseways. So let me open up my other strands because I hadn't done that yet. Y'all, I'm so flustered. Here I am trying to do the thing and I'm just all a mess. That's okay. I think this one is probably going to be the best one whole size, but I'm going to check these cube crystals because I think it would be really cute with a cube crystal there as the top bead. Oh, thank you so much, Brandy. So I'm sorry, Sandy. I also see Brandy right above. So hello to Sandy. And I'm really glad that you liked that video with us trying on what we made this week. I'm not sure how that one might be different this week because Becky hasn't felt up to making anything. It depends on how she's feeling tomorrow. but we'll work on it. But I am glad that you like that format, and it was something we had a lot of fun doing. Okay, so you want to choose a bead that you can get 3 passes of beading wire through pretty easily. Oh, whoops. I was hiding it and I popped up at a new one. Yes. Oh, thank you. I'm going to pop these up on the screen too. All this love for our wrap-up video. Like I said, I'm hoping that Becky fills up to watching this on replay later. So I'm wanting to make sure she doesn't miss those. So you want to make sure you can make 3 passes through the bead. So this is definitely an option. It's got a good size. It's just so bright compared to everything else. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these darker pinks. Part of me wants to because they will, right now, these are all really light and airy colors, and these will kind of like be things that pop, but I wonder if they're going to pop too much. So my other option that I want to try, and this might determine a lot of my design tonight, is one of these cube crystals. Making sure here's 1 pass, here's 2 passes. And then while I'm holding these down, because that's how the wire is going to sit in the bail when you do it, I try the 3rd one through, and it did go through. It was a little bit tighter. Yes, Becky doesn't watch videos that she's in, so when she's feeling up to it, she'll probably watch this. I'll let her know there's a lot of love for her to check out, even if she just watches the beginning. So we'll see. She can put it on to keep her company, but not when she has a migraine. She needs that peace. So I think I'm going to do the cube crystal because I'm going to be playing with shape and maybe not so much the bright color. I'm going to move these ones kind of off and focus on the pearls, the crystals, the fun seed beads, and then the metal that I chose that's the bright silver. I think this is more what I'm going to be working with than the bolder pink. Those are going to be fun for something else. Ooh, pink and turquoise. Yes, that composite heart. Of course, you already dressed up that composite heart, but yeah, that pink and turquoise together. That's fun. I've been thinking about, I need to put in a party bucks order for doing the stash challenge at the Gemstone Orphanage. If you do the stash challenge, you get party bucks that you use for a certain part of the store. And I have wondered about the mystery bags, the gemstones and crystals and glass beads. They were out of stock and now they're back in stock. So I think that's kind of just going to be a regular thing that they put stuff in. And I was curious about them. So okay, let me get my seed beads out. So I'm using just some clear silver line ones. These are 11-0s. I like them for the really delicate look that they have. These 8-0s are really pretty, and I like them too. And I'm going to be using them throughout this design. Oh, that's Gemstone Orphanage, Karen. Sorry, we're using the acronyms as Gemstone Orphanage, which they do ship to Canada. It just costs more to do it. I know that can be hard sometimes. Okay, let's play. All right. I know that I want. So what I'm doing is I'm deciding what seed beads I want to be on the beaded portion of my veil. Getting in here, Xandra, I'm doing the thing. And I'm going to put on, I think it's totally up to you how many you do, but 5, 6, 7. I'm just seeing what that distance is. It's not quite enough. I'm going to do 9. I'm going to do 9 of these silver lined crystal 11-0s. for each side. But I want to, I think, is that going to be too much clustered together? I think it will. I'll use those elsewhere. So I'll just use those 9. And then I'm going to put on, let me get these daisy spacers out. Let's see. You're welcome, Karen. Let's see. Savannah was asking if everyone got an email to re-sign up for June. If you did get an email and you want to get the June box, go ahead and follow the instructions in that email. They have had to change their subscription service because of other problems that they'd had previously. So if you are wanting to make sure you get it, then you'll want to pick that up. Glass, crystal, and gemstone. I hadn't spent my party bucks in a while. It's like I'm getting random dress back. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm gonna try that. I need to put in an order with Party Bucks Redemption soon. So. Okay, so now what I've got on my strand, let me show you this real quick, is I've got 9 of the seed beads on either side. And these little daisy spacers, that's all going to cinch in closer when we get the structure all together on either side of that crystal cube. And this is going to be essentially what the front of my veil looks like. So I'm just going to take this and make sure that my ends are even. And I'm going to take another daisy spacer, slide that through here. You don't have to do the daisy spacer bit, but I'm using it on this pendant, so I'm going to go ahead and get it in place. And then I just put both wires through the hole in the pendant. You can go in from the front or the back, whichever you prefer. I always, for some reason, go in front first because when you build the veil on the other side, it will balance out and be the same on both sides. So what do you guys think? Yeah? I think I like that one. So I'm just going to grab another one of these daisy spacers. Slide that on the back. Again, having a place that it kind of, holds it on both sides. And then I'm just going to load on 9 more seed beads to each of these. So we've got the loop in the front. Now this is going to make the loop in the back. So half of the loop in the back. You just want to make sure that you're using the same number so that your veil sits nice. And I'm taking this. I've got it on one of these. I'll do the other one in just a minute. I have a lot of practice, Joe. So it is easy to me, but it's because I have done this a lot and I really enjoy it. So I have a seed bead that is trying to go through this daisy spacer. Get out of there. Okay, so I'm going through the daisy spacer, the cube bead, and the daisy spacer on the other end. This is going to help prevent those seed beads from trying to get, they're getting stuck in the daisy spacer. Y'all, stop. That doesn't usually happen. See, it's not so easy, is it, guys? Okay. I need to make sure I'm not totally off on this because I'm going to need them to be fairly even. Okay. And let's do this other side. And getting those other 9. See, that wasn't so easy, was it? Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Okay, so that's the other 9. This is the last part of the beaded veil. So now we're going to go in the side where this wire is coming out, so it crosses through that bead. This is that third pass that was really important. Go through that daisy spacer, the crystal cube, or whatever you choose as your top bead, and pull it out the other side. So you should have one wire coming out each side of what I call the top bead for the beaded veil. And when you've got it all in position, then just give it a nice little tug, and you have a little beaded veil. And then I am going to put one of these seed beads, just the same ones I've been using. I feel like they kind of give it a little bit more of a finished look. I'll probably add more as part of my strung design, but this leads right into stringing. You just string both sides however you want to and make your necklace. So one seed bead on each of these. This does keep wanting to slip loose, and I don't want it to slip loose. So while I'm stringing one side, I'm going to have I must have put them away. One of my bead stoppers holding this side so that I can keep it pretty taut. Let me get it close. So we're just gonna have to deal with that red thing being in the way, but yes. Oh, it does kind of look like Cinderella's carriage up top. That's cute. Oh, Danielle. I am going to give you a link. Hold on. For one thing, I am going to be doing an unboxing that I'm going to show on after the official one is done. But you want to make sure that you subscribe to Homestrung Jewelry. They always do a reveal before sending the box out. So if you want to avoid spoilers, you just don't watch their reveal. But if you would like to know what's in the box, you can follow that link that I just posted, and you'll see when they have a video with the reveal, and you can check the reveal. And if there's current subscriptions available, it will be for that box. Now, Debbie did tell me that they are not there yet, but they are starting to get close to their cap of how many subscription boxes they can handle for this year. And so if you're on the fence about subscribing, you might want to go ahead and do that, because future boxes might not have additional amounts available. But yes, it's going to be heading to Indonesia. They've been traveling this year. We went to Australia and then Italy, and the next one's going to be Indonesia. And there was a hint of a peacock feather. And also Debbie said this is her favorite box yet. And that says a lot, guys. That's saying a lot. So I'm going to be doing my unboxing and reveal. It'll get posted the same day on Monday after theirs is. Yeah, that's that. Hopefully that's helpful. Yes, the peacock feather was a hint. Definitely. It was absolutely a hint. Oh, they have little, okay, now I understand. So I was wondering how they had these spaced. They have some little like silicone tubes that are between them. Kind of like a bugle bit made out of like a little bit of silicone tube. Interesting. Whoops, one went flying. Just unassembling this list, or this strand. I'm going a mile a minute. But yeah, hopefully that helps with a few hints about the June box, but also knowing that there will be a full reveal that you can see on Monday. So yes, I've just set them aside. You could use them and cut them down to fit like a large hole, just to help fill that space. It's hard to make it focus on something that basically looks like nothing. There we go. So I'm setting them aside. I'm not throwing them away. I'm not using them on this one, but it can, like when you have a large hole bead, but you want it to sit right on your strand and not like hang down, you can use those to help fill the hole. Great suggestion there. Thanks, Danielle. Okay. Oh, and I need to get these other things off the strands too. Jenny, don't finish unstranding. I'm like going straight into stringing and not unstranding. And that's how I end up leaving beads out that I actually want to use, is I don't get them out and ready. That one is just too finicky. I'm just going to pop these. Because I want the pearls, I want the bright silver, I want the pink. All right. And these can be hung either direction, so they swoop out or they swoop in. And I'm trying to decide if I want them to swoop in like this, or do I want them to swoop out like that? It's a little bit more dangerous, but this also follows that curve a little bit better, at least on this side. Hi, Cindy. Well, welcome to Late Night Beading. Usually it's me and my sister, but she's not feeling well tonight, so it's just me, Jenny. Nice to meet you. It's good to see you here. And this is, I am making right now, and I am demonstrating certain parts of it, but this isn't like a full tutorial. We have a lot of tutorials on our channel that cover a lot of the same skills I'm doing in more detail, but I just made a beaded veil. And now I'm just going to string the rest of this necklace. So that's what I'm working on tonight. And sometimes some of my friends are also making while I'm doing stuff. So shout out in chat if you're working on anything tonight. I want that pearl right there. I do need to divide my pearls, don't I, guys? So I don't use too many on one side and not be able to do them on the other. And there's one over there. Okay. Same thing with these guys. Okay. Sorry, I am going to be looking back up at chat in just a minute. I'm counting out my beads and making sure that I've got them divided up for different sides of the necklace. Just so I don't, you know, use something I can't recreate on the other side. Oh, okay. Now I'm checking it out. Okay. Got lots of hellos to Cindy, and Shawnette is making some stretch bracelets. Renee is working on zebra jasper necklace. Girl, I watched your video. She has found a new favorite gemstone, and that is especially the brown zebra jasper. She's just in love with that. So I'm excited to see what you do with that. Brandy's window shopping. Maggie's going to make a necklace. Cheryl's going to make a stormy necklace for the Gemstone Orphanage. That's for the stash challenge, guys. Double beaded bracelet that Joe's working on. Awesome. Love that. and Kirsten's in bed, which is totally fair. That's one thing I didn't say at the beginning. This is late night beading. We know it's late at night. We start at 10:30 Central Time and we go for a couple of hours and hang out during that time. People come and go as they feel up to it. If you get tired, you want to go to sleep, you can go to sleep. As Cindy says, she's getting ready for bed. I totally get that. There's a lot of people who hang out with us while they're just, relaxing and de-stressing at the end of the day. So not everybody is making late at night. I am a late night beater. Like my video that I posted today, I was filming between like 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning. So it's just one of those things. But Kirsten finished up the Dee Dee's May box. Ooh, how fun. Yay, I need to make some more with the Dee Dee's May box. That's on my list, but I shifted some things around this week. And Renee is in love with that brown and cream color. Karen, oh, thank you, Karen. She's in bed, just listening. Recorded a stretch bracelet. Oh, how fun. So you finished recording. Have to check that one out later. Love that. Yes. Joe is also a late night beater. Sometimes that's just the way it works. Oh, the little purse. Oh, that's what you were working on. It'll be fun to see what you made. I'm excited. Yay. I love that, you guys. This is really weird for me. I'm like making, but also like trying to keep up on chat. I hope I'm doing an okay job because it is a little bit more to contend with. I'm going to go ahead and I think we didn't decide. Did you guys have any strong opinions on whether they should swoop in or out? This is swooping out and this is swooping in. Swooping in is a little bit more demure. Swooping out is a little bit more fierce. So is this girl demure or fierce? I can't decide. Oh, yes. Well, if you haven't already subscribed, we try to do this every Friday night. It's just a standing thing on our channel. And anytime that you want company while you're making, you can just put on any one of our other videos. Becky and I are both very conversational. We do very conversational tutorials. So we've been told we make good background company. So just letting you know. Okay, good. Thanks, guys. Swoop out. We've got one vote for out. Kirsten says can swoop either way. It is true. They could go either way. I could actually alternate them, have them do that. They'd kind of look like angel wings then. You could totally do that with these guys. You can make angel wings. I can't decide. Yes. Oh, thank you, Monica. Oh, and thank you, Kim. Yes, I love that you're all here with me tonight. I love it. Oh, and Anna is making a macrame bracelet. That's a nice project to work on while you're like hanging out in a space like this, because you can totally just chill, right? I'm going to try. I'm getting ready to my first swoop. That's why I'm doing it. I'm going to go out. This girl's going to be sassy. It needs a space between there. Let's do this, this, and then this. I'll hold it up in yeah. This mirrors this side of this. Oh, that's a sweet sentiment. I'm going to pop that up on screen too. So hopefully, like I said, Becky watches this later. You're missed, Becky, but it's okay. They say I'm doing good too. Put another crystal on the other side of it. Shasta is making 2 sets of bracelets. One set is a double-stranded glow-in-the-dark strawberry bracelet. That sounds super fun. The other is a double-stranded glow-in-the-dark astronaut bracelet. Beki, if you're watching, astronaut bracelet. Okay, Shasta, you have to post that to our community when you're done with it, because Beki will just go absolutely crazy and have to see that. So yes, please. That would be really awesome. Oh, speaking of our community, if y'all haven't seen it yet, like just a little bit before this live, Shawnette posted her first double beaded veil in our community, inspired by the method that she learned here. So if you haven't checked that out, I recommend you do. Let's do pearl. Working on a spiral necklace just before she got ready for bed. Relaxing now and enjoying your beading. Oh, I'm glad you get to relax with me, Sandra. I love that. Okay, I think I've got almost enough on here that I'm gonna like check my pattern and see how I like it and give you guys a little bit closer look, because I know that you can't see it as close right now, but I'll get it close. I want to just get another one of the swoops on before I do. Yes, seriously, the astronaut bracelet sounds awesome. Other people want to see it too. You got to post it, Shasta. Oh no, Cindy ate too many peanut butter M&Ms. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's rough times. Okay, swoop out. I have enough swoops that I can do 4 on each side, but I think I'm only going to do 2 for like where the necklace is going to be hanging. I'll give you a closer look here in a minute of what all the beads individually look like. But I know, Sandy, I miss that too. I can't, we aren't as giggly if it's just one of us. To answer Xandra's question right here, our community is in YouTube. If you go to our channel, just click on our channel, it'll have a place where you can like go to channel or go to community. And this is a link that will take you directly there as well. I'm going to pop that into chat and put it up on screen. You can go there, and my number one recommendation is as soon as you land on the community page, click on newest instead of top, because otherwise you'll just mostly see what a whole bunch of, like, it used to be before our community got more active. We just turned it on probably about half a year ago. It used to be just a whole bunch of posts that Beki made before we had the community turned on here. But if you ever want to show us something you're working on, you can post there. The only people who can comment and post there are those who are subscribed to our channel. So while it's not exactly private, it is, you don't have like spam people getting on there and commenting, or people getting in and being rude or anything like that. So it's a safe place to post what you create. At least I hope that you guys all feel that way. All right. That is how you get to our community. Yeah. I couldn't make anything the beginning of this week. So I feel that a lot, Dana. And I know you've been going through a lot too. So I think that it is really good for us to have that community and that space where we can be inspired and encourage each other, even if you don't feel like creating at the time. So I'm just holding this up to the screen right now so you can see this pattern that I kind of created that kind of gives a little bit of pearl moment, and the sparkly crystals next to the swoops. And then here on the mat, you can see how that would be when it's more of like a normal swoop, like a necklace would be. Thanks, Joe. So I think I'm going to continue with this. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a third swoop. It is like Becky is here. This is actually what I was planning on working on before I knew that Becky wasn't going to be filling up to it this week. And so it just happens to be the perfect thing to, oops, I'm missing a seed bead. It's just the perfect, it happens to be this perfect like homage to my sister who can't be here. I'll just make the pretty pink necklace. Thanks, Jackie. Cindy, I definitely can understand that. We all go through times when it's hard to feel that creative mojo. Becky and I have a channel, so sometimes we have to push through until we get there. We all have different things going on in our lives, but sometimes you just can't. But the tagline on our channel is beading will continue until morale improves. And so that's where we can be here for you for that. You know, we may not be able to get your beads out and put them together for you, but we can help to encourage and hopefully inspire too. Or just fill that need, that itch until you're ready to create again. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not just rambling. I think I'm going to do a third one on each side. It'll land like closer up on the neck, but I don't think that's a bad thing. They swoop out and down anyway. Hi, Rafaela. Oh, wow. Well, you're awake now. You get to hang out. It is just me and Becky. It's just me. Becky is not feeling great tonight. And so, you know, hi, you get the little sister. But I'm just putting together some fun stuff. This was a Misfortune Orphan from the Gemstone Orphanage that I won on one of their drawings. So it was just a fun little pendant and dress-up bag, mini dress-up bag that was just perfect for putting this together. Yeah. And I really, really hope that we can be that for you. We have a really big back catalog, especially things that Becky made before I joined the channel. We're sisters, but I've only been beading with her for about a year, and I officially joined the channel last summer. So anytime you need some beady encouragement, even if you're not feeling like creating yourself, you are welcome in this space. Thank you, Brandy. Oh, good night, Jackie. Yay. Oh, thank you, Rafaela. I'm glad that you're awake and here watching. We appreciate everyone who comes and joins while we're live, and everyone who watches on replay, and everyone who joins and then goes to bed and watches on replay. We appreciate every one of you. Just making sure that I say. Oh, okay. So you've seen Becky before, but not the late night beading. Okay. Yeah. Becky she's a lot of fun. But sometimes she doesn't have that energy in her. And that's how it was this week for her. So plus, you know, migraines and whatnot. So I'm glad that I get to be here so we can share that load and keep creating and keep inspiring and keeping y'all company. Oh no, Rosanna is drowsy. Yes, you better sleep. Good night. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Again, I hope that your husband recovers quickly. And we'll see you next time. Brandy's on baby watch. Her kitty is pregnant. Oh, well, you're about to be very busy. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. And I'm assuming you're still here, Cheryl, that wasn't good night, everybody. That was just good night to Rosanna and others who were going to bed. I think so. Okay, I'm checking the length on my own body because I'm going to be the one wearing this. And I think I'm just going to, I've got this pearl pattern here. And, oh, I kinked the end of that wire. That's okay. That's probably going to get cut up after I crimp. I need several more inches strung, but I'm not going to be using these chunkier beads. I don't want the cubes at the back of my neck or the swoopy guys. So I'm going to continue this pearl part of the pattern. And I'm just going to increase the number of 11-0 seed beads between each one so that it just tapers off towards the back of the neck. So I've been using 3 of the 11-0 seed beads and then an 8-0, a glass pearl, another 8-0. Whoops. Come on. Y'all were on a string when I got you, so I know you've got a hole. Okay, I was right. So Cheryl's still here with us. She was saying goodnight to others. And then this time, because I did 5 this last time, I'm going to do 7 of the 11-0 seed beads. You get the idea. I'm not going to tell you each one and count them out, but I'm going to do 7. And it's just going to slowly move those pearls farther and farther away from each other, kind of like beads coming off a strand as we taper this design off at the back of the neck. Oh, that's so funny, Savannah. She watched Becky's entire bargain bead box playlist before she subscribed. You know what? It's really easy to go into that playlist and just keep watching and not even realize that you haven't subscribed until you're like, oh yeah, I really like this person. I love that. I love that. And now you get to see all of our stuff that you want to watch. Okay, question. Because I go really quiet when I'm counting, and I'm counting a lot of seed beads. Would you all rather I count out loud so I don't go quiet, or just kind of have that moment of peaceful quiet? You tell me. So I've done 3, 5, 7, and 9. You get the idea of what I'm doing back here. Fruit salad charm bracelet. Oh, that sounds fun. That's very playful. Very, very ready for summer. Did you use some hamburger beads, as Jason likes to call them? Because then it's like a backyard barbecue, fruit salad and hamburgers. If you don't know, Jason did one of our unboxings while I was at Becky's. He did the companion bundle for April. And he didn't know what a rondelle was, and he was trying to describe it. It was a free gift that I'd gotten, and so he didn't have it on like a sheet of paper. There was no description. He's like, it's shaped like a hamburger. It was really cute. It was really cute. I love my husband. Oh, let me check my length. Ooh, this is just about where I want it. So I'm just going to end next to this pearl. So you can see the one half of my necklace. What do you guys think? Is that fun? No hamburger beads. Yes, Ellen is the clingy fur baby, but she also has Natalie, and Natty is a champion snuggler. So Beki is getting all the snuggles, maybe that she even doesn't want, but she is definitely getting some nice snuggles because Natty has got her covered, has absolutely got her covered. Yeah, peaceful quiet is better for counting. That's true. Yeah, yeah. You're like, what do you mean I'm not subscribed? Yes, Jason is really awesome and he is fantastically supportive and I absolutely love it. He's a good man. We won't see him tonight. He is I think I've mentioned before, he's a gamer and he moderates for a Twitch stream for a guy that does several different kinds of different games. I definitely didn't use all of my beads on this side, so I can combine these. Do what I want. But there is a new season in one of the games that they're playing that just started, and he is running in a group that is pushing through as quickly as possible so they're in a better position to help people in their stream. It's a very community focused channel like what we do here, but for the games that they play. And so he is going to be super busy, and unless he happens to get a break during the time that I am, no hot cocoa hubby, unless he happens to get a break during the time that I'm on and doing this with y'all, he's probably not going to make an appearance. So if he gets a break, then he will, but I don't think that is likely. I'm not counting on it. I'll put it that way. Ooh, Xandra is going to try to crochet a wrap bracelet. Ooh, how fun. I've seen a lot of really cool things that people have done with that lately, and that's really cool. I don't know how to crochet. My mom does. Our grandma Gay in chat, she knows how to crochet, but she doesn't bead. Okay. So if I'm going to have these mirror what I'm doing on this side, then they're going to hang this way. If it's going to follow the swoops, kind of looks better that way, but it also doesn't look bad this way because we've got the swoop that comes this way, but we've also got a swoop that curves like this, and that's closer to that in the pendant. So harder to see up close. You see that little movement here with that pocket in the middle? So I can still swoop out so that they mirror each other, and it's going to look good with the pendant on both sides doing it that way. Oh, I love that, Monica. I love a supportive husband. And I love hearing about them out in the community and other people having that kind of support because it's very important to me. Oh, she said she has crocheted. I think maybe she had a typo. I think she was saying she has crocheted beads, but she doesn't make jewelry out of it. So you've crocheted beads into a project, right, Mom? Is that what you're saying? Or have you made jewelry from? I guess that's what I should say. You can definitely use beads in knitting and crochet and all of that. And she probably has done that, but just not made necessarily a piece of jewelry. Here we go. Oh, and I love when our chat like reaches out and helps each other. So like Savannah's offering some tips and everything like that on doing stuff. Oh, how fun. I probably should play with that, but sometimes it's just a struggle to get in here and turn on my camera and start making. I usually feel better after I've made things. But sometimes getting the get up and go. So trying something new is something I want to do more of, but I don't do very often, if that makes sense. I'm just repeating the same pattern on the other side. So y'all are watching me bead, but I'm not talking through the the design so much. No, I don't think he plays Apex. He's playing what's called D2R, which is Diablo 2 something or other. He plays a lot of Blizzard games. He likes to play that style of game like Diablo or PoE, which is like Path of Evil. Those kinds of kind of a fantasy side scroller kind of game. Not side scroller. It's like a fixed dimension. It's hard to explain. And I don't know how many of the people in chat are into like gaming descriptions. Thank you, Sandy. You have a good rest, okay? I really appreciate you. Yes, Jody does have some videos. She does that a lot. Okay, so Mom has made necklaces. She has made crocheted necklaces with beads. How did I not know this, Mom? I still can't get her on camera with us, guys, but you know, one can hope. She's a bit camera shy, and that's okay, friends. Believe it or not, I was camera shy too. And Becky just kind of bullied me past it. Not really. My sister loves me. She encouraged me past it. Said, here, get on here, open these beads, make something. All with a live audience. I hope you feel better soon, Sandy. I meant to say that when I was saying goodnight to you, but I got distracted. I hope you feel better if you watch this on replay. Yeah, she joined Becky and me in a recap video. It was almost 2 years ago. And she was very adorable. And she did one video with me where she didn't want to be on camera, but she talked with me and she was making beside me. And then I would take what she was working on and pull it onto camera and show what we were working on. We did that last summer or in the fall. I don't remember. So but yes. My mom is adorable. Just saying. Yes. Beading has definitely enriched my life. I totally agree. Ah, okay. So you have heard of the games that I'm talking about? I'm a gamer too. I don't play as much lately, but the husband definitely is. He's a moderator for a gaming streamer, so he gets busy with that. He usually wraps up with that during our late night beading. That's why when he does make an appearance, it's a little bit later in the night. But tonight he might actually be doing an all-nighter in the game. So I don't know if I'm going to see him, let alone if y'all are going to see him. Okay. I've just put on my last swoopy. I'm just checking the directions that none of them are the wrong way. That feels really balanced. And I'm working on the rest of this. She would not. This is a good question. Mom, I'm going to ask you, can I answer this question without embarrassing you? I'll let you decide. Okay. I don't want to put her on the spot. It is so girly. Yes. Okay. So mom has said I can go ahead and reveal why. This would actually, it's a great suggestion, Raphael, and it would be, oh, oops, wrong thingy. No, it's not inappropriate, but it's just something that mom, it's not that she hides it, but she would be way too self-conscious to have her hands on camera because she was born with only 3 fingers on her right hand. And she's fine. She works with things, but to have that be the focus would make her very uncomfortable. Especially because people who stumble upon it, they might not know what's going on, and they might like, I don't want to see your hand. Because I've had people tell me they didn't want to see my hands, and I have normal, normal 10 digits, So that is why we don't do hand cam only for mom. It's actually more her hands she doesn't want to have shown than her face. So try to answer that as kindly as possible. But it is something like that's, I'm sure that question has occurred to other people, and that way they know that that's not a fantastic solution for us getting our mom on camera. So we just accept that she's camera shy, and she is our biggest fan and loves and supports us in other ways than making content with us. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you, Mom, for letting me share that. I hope you didn't mind how I did so. Yeah, some people can be mean. And so we're not putting that out in the public where anybody can target her. We protect our mom. So we know you guys and our normal core of our community is super supportive, but there are some really mean bully people out there, and we've seen them in those spaces. And sorry, I just realized my lights were not, I moved them to the side when it's face forward, and I just realized this has not been well illuminated. I just fixed it, guys. Yes. Oh, yeah, 5 fingers. So like 5 fingers and instead of 5 fingers and thumbs, six-fingered man. Yes. This community wouldn't care, but other people catching the video. Exactly. So camera shy is very okay. And I agree. Cheryl said maybe my mom can teach me. So maybe that's something that we do on one of our visits. She can teach me how to crochet, do a beaded crochet necklace. That could be a lot of fun, Mom. Because she could teach me, and then I can come and show you. Sorry, I was counting again. Exactly. My mom is super creative, and she is constantly using her hands to make beautiful things. She just doesn't want the world looking at them. She doesn't want them on anyone's big screen TV. So that's completely understandable. And I knew that you guys would receive that in the spirit that it was meant. Not at all meant as a rebuke for the question, because it's not. But that you would understand she doesn't need to be vulnerable about that. Yes, people will berate people just for their fingernails, or like if they have cut themselves or something like that. Like, oh, it's gross. Yeah, there's some people who are not kind. We try to limit that here, but yeah. Counting again. I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, that should be 9. Yeah. Yes. We love her in any way that she decides to make her appearances. And she loves to join chat and be here with all of you. Speaking of which, YouTube likes to hide my mom's comments. I don't know why it thinks she's a spammer, but it thinks she's a spammer, and we can't fix it. I'm going to work on it with her. She might need to get a new account, something. But if you are watching in like an app right now, and you feel like you're missing some of the comments, whether it's from my mom or other people, make sure that you have your chat set to newest or all comments instead of featured or top comments. Just saying. Yes. Yeah. Seriously, people are mean. People are mean. Not everybody's mean, but there's enough mean people that it's, it's a valid concern. Thank you very much, Karen. And good night to Xandra. I'm so glad that you had a fun evening. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed the little demo I did with the beaded veil that you asked for. I was already thinking about doing it anyway, and I got it right here. Yeah, I would say her last name, but I don't know how to pronounce her last name. But this is the Louisa we're talking about, Misty Moon Designs channel. You can look that up on YouTube. In fact, I've got her in my list right here. Hold on. I just have to find it. There she is. This is the channel. You might recognize it from this, but since I can give you a link, I'm going to. That's the thing. So yes, that's the Louisa that Dana is referring to. Brandy, people can hate on my nails. I bite them. Yes. So yeah, there's a. Okay, I'm just double checking this length now that I've got both sides strung. And I'm going to be using that clasp. So yes. Yep. And I've got some long enough segments here. They're kind of kinky though, because like I said, it's the 19 strand. I don't know if I want to use them for earrings, but I'm thinking about it because it would be fun to make swoopy earrings with these last two swoops. I also love Louisa's accent. I don't know why people are hating on it. That just doesn't make sense to me. This, oh my goodness. Okay. First off, a little bit more love for Louisa. She sounds great and she has good content. I agree. And she has a lot of tips, as Dana says. And this, 100% this. There's so many channels. If you don't like something, just move on. You don't have to be mean about it. Just go find something that you like better. That is totally okay. Right here, Shawnette. You're more interested in what you're trying to teach us than her appearance. Everyone's different and people just need to get over it. Yes, right here. Because we have it displayed on the stage right now, that helps a little bit with that. But yes, for whatever reason, YouTube will default to like top messages or something stupid like that. And it will filter out messages, not just my mom's messages, but other ones too. So I need to get in the habit of mentioning that at the beginning of our streams so that y'all don't miss anything, because it doesn't feel good to feel like you're missing stuff. bit of play on my necklace. I'm just crimping now. We demo this in our videos all the time, so I'm not going to demo, but I am using the magical crimper in case you were wondering. But I'm just crimping. It's a lot easier to see in our 4K tutorials instead of like the live stream. The live stream is can't be as high quality as the ones that we do for our tutorials. So that is a better place to learn that part. Thank you, Rafaela. I really feel like this is super cute. I'm going to have to make some earrings to go with it. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I do have a decent amount of this wire. If I don't want to make my earrings heavy by any means, but if the beads are heavy enough, they can shape the wire. See how it's like a little bit kinked right here? Hard to see against a white dish, but it kind of like divots in. That's what I mean about the 19 strand is easier to kink. Okay, Cheryl, you change from top messages by like tapping where it says top messages, and it should give you a drop down of other choices to make, like newest or all messages. If you're watching on your TV, it should show you all messages. I don't think that that's something that it's only, I think, if you're watching in an app that it does that. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a control for that in, like, if you're watching on your TV. But if you're watching on your TV, but you're connected to chat on an app, like right now. Oh, here we go. Here's what it looks like on Shasta's phone. And that is true. Everybody's phone, it might look a little bit different. Oh, super fun, Jess. I have not done anything with polymer clay, but that sounds really fun. There's some more instructions. I don't know which phones everybody has, but hopefully one of these helps. 2 lines with the circles is the filter. Oh, a little filter. Yes, the filter image. Yes, that's where you should be able to change it or make sure that it is set not to top messages. So hopefully that helps. Did you find it, Cheryl? Please let us know. We're all trying to help. I'm sorry, I don't have the app right in front of me, so it was difficult for me to remember what that looked like. So, yep, she found it. Yay! Now you won't miss messages, because that's just no fun. No one wants to feel like they're missing chat. Yeah. And this is a good point. You've made the change once, but you're probably going to have to do it every time, because it just resets it to that by default. It's trying to use algorithms to tell you what it thinks you want, when what you actually want is to see everything that's going on. Because there are people like my mom's account that got like shadow banned or something like that, so you don't see what she posts. She comments on a lot of our videos, but you have to, again, if you're looking at our videos and you want to see all the comments in a video, you want to switch that to newest. Clear the filters and switch it to newest so that you can see what's going on. This is super feminine and fun. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm about to put the clasp on. Where did the other bit go? There it is. Okay. About to put the clasp on. Get this on camera. Look how fun this is. It's like sassy because it's got these things going on, but it's in these soft feminine colors, and it's just so fun. Yes. Change it every time. Yeah, top messages is the default. I totally agree with that. It would be really nice if it was a preference setting. So you could just go into your YouTube settings and say, show me all chat messages. I think that would be amazing. But it's not. Thank you, everyone. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm not sure I'm wearing the best top to show it off tonight because I'm wearing more of a t-shirt. And it's really light colors, but I'll still put it on after I finish. But I want to make some earrings too. I am going to go ahead and make some earrings. And I'm just using one of my sparkly ball magnetic clasps. They're one of my favorite kind of clasps. They just, you know, they just do what I want. Not everyone can use magnetic jewelry. If you have a pacemaker, you should definitely talk to your doctor before wearing any kind of magnetic jewelry. They'll probably advise against it. But I love magnetic clasps. They're so easy for me to use. And since that's not a concern of me or someone that I interact with on the regular, like hugging or helping someone that can't be near the magnetic closures, I go ahead and use them. I use them. Mom says yes to matching earrings. Thank you. Brandy loves the light pinks. It is, they're what I like to call like a sweetly pink, where it's just this really soft, very light, almost barely there pink color, but it's pink. It's a sweet pink. Hard to get it piled up on here, but haha, here's all the beads in a big pile without my hand behind it against the white dish. Doo-doo. They're just fun. It's so fun. Yes. Okay, so I have these 2 lengths of beading wire, and they've got some kinks in them. Trying to smooth them out as best I can. Again, like the 19 strand will hold that a little bit more than 49. It's less forgiving. I'm going to see if I can use nylon jaw to, I don't want to kink the other end of it. But hold these and do this. I don't think it's affecting it, not like it does craft wire. A little bit. I'm just because a beading wire earring would be the easiest way to use these swoops. I don't have a whole lot of space. I do have some space, but that'll be a pretty tight one. Question is if I go ahead and use these. So I'm just going to play with this for a minute. Yes, this is the sterling silver wire. The oh no, just kinked some more. This one right here, the 925 sterling silver. It does kink more. They did a silver, like silver brilliance, that's a 49 strand, but the texture on that's weird. So I played with it once, didn't love it, and I think that they're going back to the drawing board on the coating for that. I heard Sarah talking about that. They're wanting to get some metallics back in, but they're difficult. Oh my goodness, my husband has made an appearance. He must have gotten a small break. Hello, my love. That's Hot Cocoa Hubby. That's my man, Jason. Good night, Savannah. And thank you. Let me know I'm doing a good job of solo. Wait, Cheryl, oh goodness. Cheryl changed her phone to Japanese by accident. Play with it, you can't break it. And then you did it. Yes. Hot Cocoa Hubby. Grandma Gay's favorite son-in-law. I've seen it with the champagne as well, though, so that's why I was thinking it was 19 strand. But I'm fairly new at this, so I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It's just, it is very delicate. Let's see. If I'm playing with seeing if I can come up with a design to turn these into earrings with the amount of wire I've got instead of having to cut more. And this is a teardrop, so I think I'm going to do it more of a drop shape like this. Lots of hellos to the hot cocoa hubby. Y'all, he created that account just for you, just for my beady lady friends. A little bit of quiet while I count beads again. Okay. Is that enough space, you think, for the shape of that? Just a tiny bit more. Yes. I think he ran out of characters. He's still saying hello to everybody. Are you still working on that, Bear? Catching everybody? Because Joe is feeling neglected, and Shasta. I'm pretty sure there's about to be another list of people that he's tagging hellos to. He also may have only had a very short break. I did tell them that you may not be as available. No. This. So many people feeling missed. Oh no. I have no idea what that is, but I'm guessing that's not a good thing. Sick dill crispy minis. Is that a Canadian snack? And now she's lapping up water. Maybe it's spicy instead of sick. Salty. Salty. Okay. That'll make you thirsty, that's for sure. This is really tight, guys. Mini rice cakes with dill seasoning. Okay. Super salty and dry, especially if they're rice cakes. They still make rice cakes really dry, right? Is that the, yeah, mini rice cakes, a spicy dill pickle flavor. Ooh, oh my goodness. Your poor cat. Oh my gosh, this is so tight, guys. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try. I might have this, or it might just be terrible. Oh, it wasn't letting him tag more people. It errors when he tries to do it. It thought you were a spammer bear. There's some more people. Yay. Okay, I'm glad that worked. Yeah, it probably thought you were a spammer. Be careful. You might get shadow banned like mom. Oh my gosh, this is so fiddly. So I need it tight against the beads so that it holds its shape, but it's really difficult to tug that loop down. Ah, okay, this might be a disaster. Let's see. This is an experiment. We're going to try right here. That is going to be one mangled little loop that I'm needing to attach the ear wire through. But if nobody's going to be that close except for Hot Cocoa Hubby and he's not going to be paying attention to it, then it might work. Okay. I may not be able to match that loop. I am going to try. I have some somewhere, Cheryl, but with my metal allergies, I just don't even use wire guardians. But that would be a good way to get a fixed size and to help hold the shape. That is not something that I have handy. I think I have some, but they're like in another room in a pile of things I don't use. A wire guardian. I did get that. Just making sure it's going to hold. Yeah. Okay. Aw. Nobody shadow bans the cocoa. Yeah. A girdle because it is tight. I like how you call it that. A wire girdle. Girdle because it's too tight. Yeah, I do have some ones somewhere, but yeah. I mean, they won't scratch as much in an earring. That would actually be a really good application for it, but I still struggle. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get these beads on and we're going to try to do the other one and hope I can get it to match because y'all, that one was a little bit of a struggle. We might just have one earring at the end of the night. Oh, that's my crimp that I'm going to need in a minute. I'm not using those. Got quiet because I'm counting again. Sorry. Yeah, I need to watch that video, Karen, about replacing wire guards. I don't use them when I make things because mostly my wire is really abrasion resistant and I don't need to worry about that. I'm also not selling them. So I know a lot of people use it because of the polished kind of finished look you get with it. Cousins, they're sisters, not twins. Yeah, these are not going to be twins, guys. I can almost guarantee right now they're not going to be twins. I am going to mirror them, though, so that they swoop opposite directions when you wear them. Maybe that will help any inconsistencies not be that obvious. Como? Come on, where's my sense of adventure? I feel like I'm already being rather adventurous tonight, doing the stream all on my own. I'm not on my own. I have all of you. And y'all have hung out. I'm very impressed. Okay, one of these needs to be longer than the other. And we're doing spacer, cube, spacer, and then the crypt tube. Thanks, guys. This has been a fun night. I do miss my sister. It is a different vibe when she's not here, but I am glad that we carried on with this because I needed it, and I think a lot of you needed it too. So. Okay. This one I think is a tiny bit shorter than the other one that I was doing, so I'm going to need to use a tool to grab one tail to pull it out the bottom, or I'm just not going to be able to get it. It's going to try to go back through those beads, and I don't want it to. Okay, that's all of the wires. Come on, Jen. Y'all, this is this is a thing. This is a thing. Okay, moving the crimp tube up a little. Get this through. Y'all, I really, really want this to work. I mean, I could cut a new length. I could. But I'm determined now, guys. Who's going to win, me or the earring? I am going to get really quiet while I'm trying to work on it, though. Or I'm going to laugh or cry. One of the two. Maybe both. Oh, Karen. Okay. So if you have connected your device so that you can chat, it will probably automatically pop up chat. I'm also showing it on the stage so that friends who are watching on replay will be able to see that chat. So if you want to hide one of the chats, the best way to do that is to go ahead and just arrow up on your remote, on your TV, and then over to the little chat icon item. It should be all white. Just click it so that it turns it off. And you're connected. You'll stay connected. You can still chat here, but you won't see it on your TV anymore. And then you'll just see the one chat, because we're having that up there for our friends who are me, definitely. Yeah, our friends who will be watching on replay. So any of you who are also wanting that so that you don't have double chat, just hide the chat from the little icon on your TV. Gosh, guys, I've almost got it. Okay. No, 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 don't you dare. Don't you dare go there. Oh. Ah. Y'all, I'm almost, okay. It's just, I'm not left-handed. So I'm like trying to grab it with a left-handed tool and it's just not gonna work like that. So I get this one in my tool. I almost had it. And then it like tried to go into the beads below. Oh, yes, here we go. Now I've got two tails I can pull. So one to slide it down, one to pull this up, get this loop back up where it's reasonable. I think I ended up with the wrong one making the loop. This got all out of balance. So, here we go. So pull this down here. Hello, hey, y'all. I don't know if you can see on the little part, my husband is here giving me a shoulder rub, cheering me on because that's what he does. I still ended up with the wrong thing being long. I'm just wiggling this out a little bit. Sisters, not twins, distant cousins, possibly. Okay. Yeah, that's nowhere near the same size. Because when I pull this and then pull this so that I can have more to play with for the loop. Okay. Slide the crimp tube down.
Do you need me to hold this in?
Yes. Be my extra hands. I need you to keep hold of this tail right here. Okay. Do you want your right hand? You got it. Okay. All right. Because what I need to not lose that tail. Because this is so mangled. He's the best. There's mad props for you in chat right now. Coming to offer to hold one end. Okay. Pull your end. Pull your end.
Keep pulling it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're coming with me.
Yeah, I know. Okay, pull.
Can I pull hard?
Yeah, you have to, a little tug. Oof.
Too much tug?
No. Keep going. Okay, stop. Yes, this is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to have you let go.
Okay.
I'm going to get my magical crimper in here. Pull this down. Tug this. Oh, come on. Oh. It's just going to be a mangled mess. I just need it to be tight here. It needs to be tight against this. I may not be able to get that bottom one. It's like either too tiny or too big. Oh, okay. I'm going to go with that one. It's going to be smaller than the other, but it's in the right spot. And it's circle facing forward. And I'm going to catch that lightning while it's here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking your break, helping me with my earring.
No problem.
Okay.
We'll get back to it.
Have fun.
Bye.
A little bit. I can swap it over. People can see your face, but
That's all right.
you guys only got a little bit of his face. Sorry. You got a face and some waves. That helped a lot. I just didn't have enough hands. And this is really like, this is why I always cut myself extra beading wire so that I can have lots of room to crimp, because I hate having to fuss with it so bad. And after all that, I need to make sure that I'm cutting my excess and not the loop that I just made. Yes, his cameo appearance. Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to catch up on chat here in just a moment. I'm just going to get this last little bit trimmed. Then we'll catch up in chat. I'll put on some ear wires real quick and do a try on, as I know how y'all love a try on. Okay. My goodness. It's honestly not terrible size-wise. They don't have the same shape, but I think eventually over time they'll be fine. So, and one of them is going to hang this way. So I'm going to put them on opposite so that I've got ear wires facing forward for both directions. But okay, catching up in chat. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Oh, I gave Karen instruction on how to remove the second chat, but now she can't find her remote. Love that. Yes, he ended up getting a good break, and he spent it with me. He is so super supportive of me. Absolutely teamwork. Okay, Danielle said she just shared a bracelet that she made with 2 whole rings instead of wire guardians in the community. Very cool. I will come back to that. Or also, y'all can just go check out the community, like we showed it before. Go check out what she made. I'll probably check that after. So nice to see Helping Hands. He's so good. A beading buddy. Many thanks to Jason. Dragons, yes. Yeah. I'm so not perfect. Yeah, you distracted me only a little bit. We're here doing a thing together. I love it. Some more tips. Oh, your remote was under your cat. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Yes, he's saying yes to dragons. He definitely wants to get in on the dragons. Oh, this is so sweet. Thank you, Lori, for saying you wish you could come and help hold it for me. And then he came in and helped. I love that. Thank you. So yes, we are going to do dragons, but we do need to adjust my setup in this room before there's room for us to do it, because we want to do it together on a video. So we are going to do it, just not sure when. I am grabbing some different ear wires. See if I can find them. I have my usual go-to ear wires, and they're fine, but I have some new ones that I got that I wanted to play around with. And I got them in all kinds of, this is not the right, that's not the bag. I'm like, why am I not finding ear wires? Because it's not the bag, guys. Speaking of dragons, this is the bag with the dragons. I did that little haul. Here are our little dragons. He hasn't decided yet which one he's going to do and which one I'm going to do, but we are definitely going to be doing dragons together. They're going to be so fun. I'm excited about those. Okay, there's the gold ear wires. Where are the silver ones? Those are they have just a coil instead of a coil and a ball. Wait, no, not those. It'll be easier if I just dump it out, guys. Sorry. Making a mess on my mat. There they are. Those are the ones I wanted. See, I didn't even have to get very far. They were in one of my recent haul videos. I have not incorporated them into Stash or like quick access for my findings, but those are the ones I want to use. Because they don't have a coil. They just have a little ball. And I think that they're going to fit this nicely. Okay, so So I'm just opening up this loop in the ear wire, and I'm attaching one, and then I'm just making sure I attach the other one the opposite way because I want them to mirror each other since they've got those swoops, and we ended up mirroring the swoops in, there we go, in the necklace. I wanted them mirrored in the earrings as well. So that means I need this to be the front to front. Is that right? Yes. Just making sure I've got it right because, you know. Okay, I made things. I managed to make things and mostly keep up in chat. Thank you all for being super patient with me. I'm going to swap, just pull my mat off actually and go back to the normal view. Wait a minute. Hi. If you'd like to see me try on my necklace and my earrings, because I made them. I managed to make 2 earrings, even though I fought for those. So it was well fought. And we didn't show it on the mat, but this is that woodland fairy necklace that I made. That's what I've been wearing tonight. With more little fairy earrings. There they are. Just really cute. Okay, but a totally different vibe than this sweetly pink. And my camera on my laptop does wash out the color, so pull the butterfly down a little bit so it's not so much there. So the top swoopy dudes are right here, just above the top of my neck. So they're like right here. So they're all still in the front. And that's the necklace. Kind of see that a little bit. It's harder to see the beaded veil against the necklace, against my shirt, but against the skin that shows a little bit better. So I would wear this with like a V-neck shirt. That would be really cute. And then we got my ear wires, my earrings. I'm just bending the ear wires in a little bit so they'll stay in my ear a little bit more. Yes. And because we used the beading wire and a lot of seed beads, we get a lot of the shine and shimmer and some sway. Got to do the swingity thing without being heavy. Like we've got 2 big beads. We've got these and we've got the crystal cubes, but everything in between is air, open space, or really light glass. So there we go. What do you think of? Do you think that this is a misfortune orphan anymore? Does it look like it's unfortunate in any way? I don't think it does. Oh, you know what? This would be so cute because, you know, we're doing pink and it's been a while since I've done a costume change before, but y'all, I can match my glasses to my necklace. So Shasta's a pink girl and loves it. Thank you so much. Yes, it is just right. Like this is what Beki often is referred to often as Beki length. It's just a little bit past a collar length, but not so low that you can't just wear this with like a nice V-neck t-shirt. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Oh no, Karen says I can't quit yet. She has another 40 minutes to go. I think I did pretty good doing 2 hours without my sister here. I did have an assist from the hubs, which was amazing. And I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, wrong shirt for this that I made, but this is the way it would sit over a t-shirt. It was just, you would lose a lot of the detail. Since it is so light, you kind of need it to be against the skin to capture what's going on here. But it's still pretty. It's still pretty as a t-shirt length. So yeah, I would just choose to wear it with a different shirt. You guys are so awesome. Oh, you guys have been a fantastic, fun support tonight, and I love it. We almost broke that long record a few months back. Just me? Did I do one that was just me? I'm so confused. Yes, these squiggly beads. I love them so much. I love them so much. I want to say I got them like in, Kirsten might remember if she's still here. I think she might have gone to bed. I think I remember saying goodnight to Kirsten. They were either in the Adopt-A-Box section or a yard sale, something like that. Yes, it was the sisters. This is a really good length for one host. You guys are amazing. Yes, almost. I really appreciate you. I'm going to let Becky know that, especially at the beginning, that if she feels like watching the whole thing as company, that would be fine. But just letting her know that you guys sent her a bunch of love and well wishes. I also missed her too, but and I'm glad that we went ahead and did this. Oh, Kirsten just woke up. Hey, look, I finished my necklace. It looks better against the skin. So I would wear this with like a V-neck. But it's really fun. And I changed because they're also light pink. They're pale pink. That sweet pink. But I'm so glad that you all hung out with me. I am so grateful to everyone who was here tonight, regardless of how long you were here. Whether you were in chat or just watching. I'm so grateful for you if you've been watching on replay. If you didn't already, I always forget to mention it. Go ahead and hit like on the video. That does help us be found by other people. I know we've got some people active in chat right now. Hi, Joe, as well as some other ones that they found us because they saw that Late Night Beading was going on. And so all of that definitely helps to promote our channel and this community and the kind of fun things we get to do here. So yeah, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. And as we always say on our channel, happy beading and don't forget to play. Bye, friends.